That's why you're blocked. Blocked.
That's why you're blocked. You're listening to That's Why You're Blocked podcast.
And the mic is on. There's a fucking mic on. That's like, nah.
The block is hot.
All right. Welcome back to That's Why You're Blocked podcast. I'm Carson Bailey.
I'm Chanel Schatz.
And this is episode 20.
Yes.
Look at us. All right. So obviously we need to do something really special for like episode 50.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
what I'm
but wait,
thinking.
episode 50 or the anniversary episode?
I don't know which will happen faster.
Right?
So there's 1 year anniversary in episode 50, I think.
I think 1 year anniversary is more special.
Than 50?
Yes.
Well, I feel like 100 is pretty special.
Yeah, 100 is.
Okay.
We
I mean, you know, we low-key got to 20 pretty quickly.
We definitely did. I feel like 1 through 10 was more of a struggle, but
Yeah.
11 through today, it's been quick.
Yeah, and it came very quickly. Look at consistency.
Yes.
Shout out to the new equipment.
It's lit. Yeah, no more re-recording 3 different times. Like, I swear, I'm like, look, Carson, if it don't sound good, oh well. All right.
I mean, it sounds so much better. We don't have those issues, I don't think, now.
No, we don't have the issues where we laugh and it sounds
It's
like
terrible. So thank you guys for listening so
assault
far.
on the ears.
I'm glad you guys have grown with us.
Yes, it's very, very special. Thank y'all.
For real, for real.
We're trying to come up with an affectionate name for the people who
She
listen
said
to
we.
our pod. I
Speaking French.
Yes,
she wants
bitch,
to come up with a name.
I speak French.
for
She
you
thought I was
guys.
tripping. She thought it was extra. I don't think so. Like, content creators do that a lot. You know, they have their gang. We'll figure it out.
I was like, that's her project. That is her thing.
Whatever.
But yeah, so it's episode 20. How you been? How's your week?
I've been good. My knee is growing stronger for hot girl summer. So
Good.
I wore
Good.
my heels. I wore my church lady heels earlier this week to get my
Ooh.
nails done, and I didn't fall or anything. I was like, oh, good signs.
There we go. Yeah. I hit the gym like basically. Only day I didn't work out was Thursday.
Okay.
I'm sore, but that's because I got my birthday dress and I put it on, and I was like, I might not need to eat.
She didn't look bad in it, y'all. Titties be tittying. Honestly, I think that's what it is. It's not so much like you looked fat in the dress.
It's
like,
not. I mean, I had on pants when I put the dress on, but it's just.
Oh, you
know,
did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Well.
Yeah, but it's just. There's a fine line between, like, you know, it's cute. Titties do be tittying, but there is a line where it don't look good. It don't look like it fits.
There's a line where it's like, okay,
So
there's not enough cloth to cover this.
They don't be making big titty friendly dresses.
They don't.
But I bought a backup dress that I think should be fine. So we're trying to go strong. Like, I literally am like, look, I can't go out. I can't come over. I ain't trying to drink.
No.
I am serious. I need to fit in this dress.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to uncut carbs, even though.
I'm going to attempt keto again.
We got 3 weeks, so it's
Oh,
time to
yeah,
put it in
keto
maximum overdrive.
With, is it 3 weeks?
It is 3 weeks starting today.
I feel like it's more than that.
It is not.
It starts. Mine starts the 21st, and today's the 24th, so it's a little under a month.
All right, so we've got this week, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week,
4 weeks. It's 4 weeks.
It's like a few days. I mean,
it's short of a month. Look, let me have my, what's that thing you say? Thin veil security?
yes.
Let me have that, okay? Let me have the extra days because
I get it.
tomorrow me and my coworkers are going to do it with me because there's some real ones. They're like, all right, we got this. We all going to try this keto thing.
Ooh.
My boss, she's been doing it. When I tell you that lady is small now.
I mean,
she is small.
The only issue I think that when keto is, to me, it just seems like they do a lot of like butter and fat and ghee and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about, like, that doesn't sound super
Well, for me, that doesn't
healthy.
sound like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
But people do it as a lifestyle.
Shit is a personality for people. Niggas on YouTube and Instagram, that should be a personality.
Yeah.
That's my only issue. So
You like
I feel
keto
like-
brandy.
I feel like I'm keto-ish in the sense now where I haven't had bread. I really haven't done starches or carbs that much, but I'm mostly
I
having
feel like
veggies.
your body does need carbs.
It-
Any
that
diet
is the-
that says there's no fruit,
Yeah.
little to no fruit sounds like But you
Not
can eat
even
bacon
fruit.
every day if you want.
It's the sugar and stuff in the carbohydrates. But I think you do need carbs. Carbs are energy source. I will say that I have been feeling a pretty low energy, so I'm thinking about.
But carbs are quick energy.
Yeah,
they're quick energy. So you do need carbs. You need a mix, but you can eat things like blueberries and strawberries. You just can't eat grapes or watermelon or papayas. The fun fruits.
The fruit with a lot of sugars, and like it's sugar is, even if it's natural sugar, too much of it is not a good thing. Like skin and stuff. I feel like since I haven't had carbs, I feel like I'm starting to like break out. What happens when you like change your diet and get seeping all that stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been trying to drink my water too.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
I'm not trying to wear a whole bunch of makeup when we go on our vacay.
Me either.
I'm trying to do, maybe it's like tinted more. If I dress up, like,
yeah, I think I'm gonna buy the NARS concealer you were talking about.
You should definitely buy it.
I honestly may do it. Like, I'm going to groceries. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store today, so I may pick it up.
Where are you trying to go?
It to me. Ulta.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because the Sephora that's by the grocery store you're trying to go to ain't there no more.
I know, it's JCPenney's is gone.
Right. But yeah, so I definitely want to be like giving my skin real cute. So I've been trying to drink my water so I can be.
Yeah, I've really been feeling that. Like, yes, like makeup slay all day, but I want to look fine like without it.
I feel like I think that this is my favorite type of makeup. I think I finally found it. I realized I like the girls found a tinted moisturizer. We are just totally off topic, but we are enjoying it. But it's fine. Y'all can hear that. That's what you want to hear. If y'all don't know what a tinted moisturizer is, it is basically like taking foundation and a little bit of moisturizer, so it's just a little bit of coverage. But we're giving Rose good skin. That's what we're trying to give: skin and ass and titties.
All right. So do you want to
ass and titties?
Do you want to give our season updates at the beginning now or the end?
I mean, we kind of already started. So
okay, so let's just finish it off and then we'll get into what we're talking about today, because it's more of a social commentary thing. So
let us know what you think about that.
And if you are easily offended,
suck my dick. I mean, we were open to. I think we'll have it. It'll be interesting discussion, no doubt.
Okay, so this is episode 20 of season 2. We will be taking a slight intermission break, and we will be coming back and better than ever for summer hot girl season, because we're not dating. We're not going out.
Because we're trying to be cute on vacation. So we're basically like, we don't got nothing to talk about.
I feel like, right.
It's really,
so it'll be a nice, like, just jumpstart to the summer. You date better when you feel, better. And look,
I definitely feel that.
I've always felt better in dating when I've come out of season where I'm like, I've been by myself and I've been enjoying my own company. And I know, like, what I'm going to accept and what I won't accept. When you're constantly dating, you're like, is it me?
Yeah, I definitely feel like you kind of get to the point where after a while dating, your standards and stuff slip.
Yes.
And change, and you're like a lot more willing to do bullshit. I was like, her phone be jumping.
At 12 p.m. on Sundays, my alarm goes off because I need to be up by this time.
Okay.
Yes, that's all that is. Okay, yes. So we'll be taking a slight intermission. We will reconvene at the start of summer, which I would consider Memorial Day weekend. All right, and I feel like we've kind of outlined our goals, like, for that time period.
I mean, yes and no. Well, after that, we will have an episode up Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, we're going to record while we're on vacation.
I don't know. I don't want to. I feel like that would be a nice idea, but I feel like that's one of those things where you say you're going to do, and you don't even open up that bag.
I feel like,
well, we might plan.
Why not? What would be the reason not to?
Because we would be turned up.
All the more reason to record.
All of this stuff, you trying to put this together when you're drunk. You don't be trying to put it together when we're
really
here.
Don't, yo.
You know what I'm saying? So like
every time to set up, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, Carson. I'll be right back.
Right? She be really trying to not set up nothing. So I'm saying like all these cords and stuff, and I don't know. So if she packs it, we're maybe planning a day on the trip to record, but I guess that would have to be towards the later end.
It would have to be the day before your birthday.
I mean, or I guess it depends on what we do.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to record on. No, we're going to be out. Like the latest we can be on the curfew, we're going to be out during your birthday.
So I mean, if it's early enough, we could potentially record on my birthday. We want to have stuff to record about.
Right.
But all right, so we're getting off topic. So we may or may not have an episode of the grandma's taking Jamaica. Wagwan.
Right. So what's a guan? Okay, so
that's not it.
No,
I was much closer than you were.
I really don't think so.
I am pretty. Okay. You added letters. Wagwan. What is but all right, yeah, I've definitely found out the travel vlog. If you can't tell, I'm really excited about going. This is my first time.
Jamaica, it's my first time too.
So
Really, really excited. Okay, so let's get into the shit that comes through our phone. Carson is still out here being a menace, sending gifs to niggas, and
oh yeah, I
they
didn't even
actually
think about
enjoy
that.
it.
They do. They love it. I mean,
It'd be
I
like
really
you be
got-
playing, and she sent a Mario gif, like a Mario.
Oh no,
Luigi
yeah,
gif.
no, because he was like, you be on games, and so then I was like, I sent a game emoji.
She sent me a screenshot. She was like, "I'm a menace," and I'm like, "You really are." But they must like it. They must enjoy it. They continue to just
I don't know.
talk and be there. So
Yeah. And you know what I don't like?
what?
Baby girl.
Ah,
Because I definitely have 2 "What's up, baby girl" messages right now, and it's just like,
I want to know like why that's a thing.
I just, to me, it just, I feel like, I don't know, pet names too early, especially if we don't have an established relationship. I feel like you're trying to run game on me.
Yeah,
But that
You
just
don't
could be
remember name.
my wall up. But I just don't like baby girl. I feel like my mom named me my name for a reason, addressed me as such. But so I really haven't. I actually did go out with somebody this past week. Yeah, that actually did happen. It's been a long week. I've been working out mostly.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because we had to talk about. Good news, guys. She's still for the streets.
Oh my god!
Not-
She doesn't want me to be happy.
That's not
Y'all, I got
it.
some news earlier this week about someone I was talking to that rocked the shit out of me. Whew. And I
That's
feel
my
like he
baby
listens.
daddy.
I feel like shut up. I feel like he still listens, so I'm not gonna blow him up. But I will say, like, a lot of points for being upfront and honest. Like, I can't even like class act. I can't
Yeah.
even hate. I can't even talk shit.
I mean, like, the thing is, with that, to me, with guys, when they're honest, they expect you to, like, go along with it just because they're honest. Like, I told you the truth, so, like, accept my apology or, like, whatever. And it's like, that whatever you said, that changes things. So, like,
Right.
you can't expect me to just go with it because you were being truthful.
Yeah. And I feel like he didn't. I feel like he gave me the option, and I feel like he knew.
But
that
he seems like a really good guy. We were just going to pray that it's somebody else's.
upset. But
You're not my dad.
But in being honest, I feel like he knew me well enough to be like, yeah, she wouldn't be okay with this, so let me be upfront and honest with her and not wait months and then just pop up with this news on her. So yeah, shout out to him if he still listens.
Whoop, whoop. That is out of the police.
So the shit that came through my phone, and you know, I'm really grateful because he was like such a good guy that when some bullshit came through my phone this week, I was like, I deserve better than that. I'm not
Period.
taking that.
Period.
So there was some guy I was talking to, and with preferences, he's a Kevin Samuels follower. But he's a Kevin Samuels follower who I feel like thinks that he's in the 10%, but like doesn't act like he thinks that his qualification. First of all, you work in education. Ain't no way you making that much money unless you like. I don't want to put it out there like that, but like unless you write curriculum, unless you work in a district building, if you still work in a school, you don't make that much money. So there's that.
Damn.
But I feel like he's one of the like people who thinks he's in the top percent and feels like
Because he's
women-
getting a consistent check.
Yes. And I'm like, what? You should be. But, and because of that, women should just come up to him. He was like, I've never had to go up to women. Mind you, I met him on a dating app. So I'm like,
how did that conversation where he's like, I've never had to go approach
He said it's
him?
like, well, it just works for me. Or that type of dating just works for me. And I
What
was
does he
like,
look like?
It's all right.
Let me see the picture, because now for a man to say I've never have to go approach,
I
like,
don't
they
think
just
I saved. I mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Is he saved?
oh, look at me rubbing off on you.
No, I just didn't feel like he was. Yeah.
So that is me. on
I
you.
know, you're right. He is saved. My bad. You never mind. I caught up with myself.
Do you have a
He's
picture?
definitely saved. No, I don't have a picture.
I was asking for a picture of him because I want.
I know. I was looking for one. I don't have one.
Tell him to send a selfie real quick. I'm curious to see what this nigga like for him to be like,
no.
really.
Oh, he's
audacity.
attractive, but he's not like
Okay.
he's not like women should be coming up to me left and right. Like I wouldn't give him that. I feel like a combination of a steady paycheck. He is 6'2", nice body, kind of gives him the air that women should just throw themselves. He was like, I don't see the point in doing all. He's like, this, the dating the way that is traditional doesn't benefit me. And I was like, so do you want to date women or not?
I guess, it doesn't sound like you want to date, which
exactly.
It's fine if that's...
Exactly, it's fine. So I felt very mature in that conversation. I was like, you know what? I don't fault you for your dating. Like, for the way that you want to date at all. I hope you don't fault me for the way that I want to date, but I want a man to approach me. His thing is, I feel like he's come across a lot of women who, I guess, he couldn't tell if they liked him or not. And he was spending money and you couldn't tell. I'm just like... Shit comes with the game. I mean,
you'll get another check. You get paid on the 1st and the 15th.
Someone who says that you follow like this man, like that's one thing that he does say for men is you pay for everything. I don't care what it is. Like men, you pay for stuff. That's what the game is. That's what you do. And all that like alpha male energy. How do you feel comfortable with a woman like coming up to you? Doesn't that kind of put you in a, what do they call it? Beta or feminine, whatever the terminology is, doesn't that kind of put you in that mood when a woman has to come up to you? Like how do you
niggas
feel?
Be alpha males but don't want to do alpha male things.
Exactly.
Bring the bacon home, baby. No, but like
I don't understand. Weird. Like you and
niggas just want their cake and to eat it too.
Basically, he's like, oh, the traditional stuff, like how. And I was like, look, if I'm looking at my grandma's life, that woman had like 9 kids before she was 30. She stayed at home with the kids. Nothing else. That don't sound like a good life to me. Like the traditional, whatever, like, oh, well, modern women y'all should just want to go back to the way it was. That doesn't exactly
honestly,
sound fulfilling
the thing
to
is,
me.
people, I'm like, what generation are you talking about specifically where it was really that great that we want to go back on? What?
Because those women did not have options.
I was like, if you talk to them, they didn't enjoy themselves.
And they will tell any woman half their age, wait to get married. Travel first. Get your career.
Yeah.
Get a degree because you do not want to be reliant on
I was going to say,
man.
and my grandmother, she is pretty successful. She did a lot of stuff. And it was really interesting the way that even though she had a full-time job and all that stuff, how a lot of that stuff fell on her. And it's like, people really be married and single parents. I feel like that happens to a lot of women.
That's
but we'll
not
get
a
it
good
back.
deal.
But we'll get back into this marriage thing because that is going to come back up.
The huge thing that came through my phone when he told me this is the way that he likes to date, he threw out a coffee date, and I was like, sorry,
Damn.
I'm not doing that. But what really struck me is that he said the women that come up to him are other. So they're not black women. He's like, I don't understand why black women don't think that they have to come up to a man, but they want all these things. And I'm like,
that's
number
not
one,
true.
Black women are the only group of women told to pipe down. Told to not have your standards, told to you ask for too much. We don't tell any other woman that.
That is true.
At all. That's one thing. And number two, I would even venture to say, I stopped talking to him at this point by the time I came to this realization. I feel like other women, she may accept the bare minimum. She may go up to you and talk to you or whatever, but number one, y'all treat them differently. You just do. I don't care what you say. You treat them differently because you know there are certain things that they probably won't accept that we will, unfortunately. And also, at the end of the day, other women know they're going to get taken care of. Black women don't have the same deal.
And the biggest thing that I have is like statistically proven like black men and like white women for relationships, they have the highest divorce rate within the groups. So it's not like y'all stay. Or they stay. So there's just this whole, all right. But yeah, they do treat them differently.
And y'all don't want to admit to it. I'm like, look, the real issue is you all think that you protect black women way more
than you actually do. That is true.
Way more. And it's so many different things that go into protecting black women.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay.
There's so many things.
That's what happened when I was talking on the date, and she called to interrupt, which was honestly perfect timing because we and this nigga were about to start arguing. I'm like, bro, what are you?
Really? It's funny because when I called, I didn't get those vibes. I was like, I called you twice because I was like, bitch, answer, please.
Oh yeah, my phone was on, dude. Like it was kind of, you know, when you could feel yourself like, let me calm down because like this nigga, he don't know what he's talking about. But I just feel like black men lack accountability for their actions towards black women. And even like when you tell them, a lot of times they're like,
that's not me.
And it's kind of like a very much, I don't do that, but you can acknowledge that it happens. Exactly. I'm like, look, I'm not saying to you, but I've been assaulted by black men. I still love black men, but like that is something that I feel like as a whole you guys should acknowledge.
Yes, and I want black men
he was saying that that it was more like, and I will give him credit that men don't treat women better, like not just black men versus black women, like
Is
men,
that okay?
men and women. No, that's another thing. But like,
so okay, great. It's not a race thing, so it's a gender thing. So now it's even bigger problem.
I was like, which is the thing. I'm like, I run the same issues as you do with race, and he didn't. I don't think he was believing me.
Black men really don't believe that anyone else could have it even close to
And
as
it's
hard
like
as they
we
do.
really do.
I don't want to play the oppression Olympics, but you're in one marginalized group, baby. I'm in two.
Yeah, that's all I feel like I'm not saying we're worse, but like acknowledge that I face racism, discrimination, like police brutality, just as much as you do, and I have gender violence sprinkled on top. Little misogynoir, if you're nasty.
Not if you're nasty.
But I don't know. Interesting. I don't feel like a coffee date would have been like a hell no for me.
Girl,
But
no.
Okay.
I feel like that's such bare minimum shit. Look, the older I get, I feel like all that stuff that doesn't take a whole lot of effort is something that you do for someone, or like really chill stuff. Like I will take a walking date, I'll take a coffee date, I'll take a Netflix and chill. After we hung out a few times, the first date, I want to get excited about it. Like I actually want to get up and I want to go somewhere. Like we've been inside, and to me, I feel like men throw out coffee dates when they don't know if they like you or not.
I mean,
So if we've had like multiple phone conversations and you don't know if it's going to be worth $50, like $60, or you don't know if it's going to be worth, we can go to Dave and Buster's. Like honestly, you all are stuck on going
Dave
to
and
dinner for the
Buster's.
first date. You don't like. I think you had a bad experience.
no,
So,
it's not even like that. But like, I just feel like
Top Golf. Like I feel like men are stuck on. Oh, we have to go to dinner as the first date, and I got
that is true because I was telling.
who else is? No one else is. But I need some type of effort.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Because I was telling somebody that we've basically our schedules haven't matched for like the whole year so far, and I'm like, bro, we can't go out to eat. I'm trying to lose weight. We go on like a hike and go to a museum and stuff. So depending on when we finish here,
I think
I might go on a
museum is
hike.
a cute date as well. But
I
like
like
for me,
museum.
So what I told him is that, we can do coffee, like we can hang out, I'll meet up. That's not the issue. But understand this is not what I would consider a first date. So understand I'm not getting dressed up. Understand I'm bringing my laptop. Why? It's the middle of the day. I still have work left to finish. You asked me for like bare minimum, so I'm going to meet you exactly where you are.
Period. They can't handle that.
Exactly. Do not throw something bare minimum out and expect to get like a whole lot. Which is why I don't understand. First time you meet someone, you ask for Netflix and chill. You expect her to fuck you. Like look at the bare minimum that you just put in, and y'all don't even respect it. I don't give a fuck what men say. You all respect standards because you know exactly when you can't get over on somebody. I'm not doing it.
Facts.
Not when every other man like in my phone like actually wants to go on a date, like a real date.
Period. This bitch
No.
said, "Come
No.
correct." She got options.
No, and that's what he said. He was like, "We all got options right now." I'm like, "Yeah, you're Becky. I'm not gonna stereotype these names, but like,
Ling Ling. That was racist.
it was. I was
Maria.
trying not to go there. Karen, like whoever that keeps approaching you and you keep saying
McKaylin.
black women don't. It's because look at the shit you throw out to us.
That is real. And I
he's
do
like,
think that
oh,
we are like the only
well,
group that is
they-
punished for having
Yeah.
standards. But then but it's so weird because it's a double-edged sword. Because if we don't have standards, that is
she a hoe,
also
she a pass around.
yeah. It's
She
like
a bird. Like it's all
just
these other
date
things.
men. Like y'all just really don't like women.
And I feel like, yes, maybe Becky is more comfortable with a coffee date, but she's comfortable with it because she expects, like, I just feel like y'all just treat them differently.
Well, yeah. I don't think you come off the. I don't know, but all right. So
I don't like bare minimum shit.
she don't ask her out for coffee, even though she likes coffee.
I love coffee.
I know. That's why I'm so confused. Why
Look,
you're so angry?
someone like, who I mentioned before, that wouldn't be a huge hit.
Oh,
Someone like boyfriend number 4. Like if he asked me to go out on coffee, I hope he doesn't hear this because I still want to go on brunches. But I would do that. That's not a big issue. That's like a 5th date. That's perfectly fine. Even for a second one. But the first date, no, because I want to set a standard and I want to set a precedent. And that's what I told him. At 24, I'm building my dating habits. I'm not starting off at a coffee date. What other effort would you need to put into me after that? You don't. Because you've already seen like what you can get. Like you've already seen like you can get my time for a tall vanilla frap. No.
that does kind of sound good though.
I could have made more at work.
Ooh.
Honestly, I could have went to a PD session,
What is a what session?
professional development. Like, I could have went to one of those
Oh,
and made stipend money.
ooh, that excursion money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no.
Okay, So we're going to get, I guess, more into the meat of this episode. Yes. And this was something that I saw on Twitter. And so I'm going to
commentary, y'all.
Kind of get deep dive into it because I end up having to go through like several tweets to find the original one. Also, okay, there was another one that was also pretty interesting. There's this video of Lizzo, I guess, talking about how she had dunked a cookie in Oreos, and like it was her first time doing it. And this, I guess, fitness guy was like, "Y'all gonna tell me y'all really think this is the first time she did that?" And it's like
unnecessary.
Why are y'all
stay on your own page?
Like niggas really just like be bothered by her presence. That is something I
feel like it's because she's not ashamed of who she is, and people expect her to be. Like, people expect her to shy away on the red carpet, and she's showing skin. How that's offending some people.
Which is really weird because it's the skin. It's just because she's bigger than what this is like deemed attractive. And we kind of talked about that because I've been in places where me and this one girl, we have the same amount of skin out. But because your girl's a little thick, I'm inappropriate. All right, but let's get into it. All right, so it was a doozy. I wish you guys were there. Let me find it because it was, like I said, I had to go through so many tweets. All right, so it first starts off. Let me get everybody's name. I don't know how to play this. All right, so her handle or her Abby name is... Oh my gosh. All right. We're still going. It is deep down. All right. So her Abby name is like Lady Whistledown, right? And so what it is,
that's cute,
is she is in quotation marks, bitches be gold diggers. They don't want to take my last name, but they want to take my assets. And then the said assets, right, are a charger, an Apple Watch, a chain, and some Air Force Ones. Which when I saw that, I'm like, that's really it. Like, y'all niggas really be saying that, but y'all don't even have no assets to take. So then this one man... liabilities. This one man said, "Nah, assets be children y'all use for government assistance. If you take his last name, you can't get welfare in most states. Y'all not slick." Which is not true. And then they, I'm like, they garner the checks, for child support and
You mean the baby that it took two people to make?
Period. So then he quotes again with the person saying like that's not true. He's like, "Y'all ever see the letters fathers get when y'all do that?" And so then the girl, Lady Whistledown, was like, "You must have," because and he's like, "I've seen those letters, but I've never received one. Full-time father here, 100 emoji." And this is Demi Hardway.
So are you coming from a broken home, talking all this shit,
right? And so. And then the Lady Whistledown comment, "Kid got a dummy for a daddy. I'm gonna pray for him." And I was like, oh, when somebody is definitely winning a Twitter argument, you're like, oop. And so then he responds, "This is your Swix tweet to or about me. All you've done is call me names. You're obviously hurt. I apologize to you," when you don't have a good rebuttal. You stutter step. And so then she's like, "I'm kidless, but you're the one that's got your son telling T-shirts on the side of the road, bless up."
Okay, so she knows him?
I'm assuming, no, you're probably looking at his profile.
Oh.
I haven't clicked on anybody's profile. I'm just reading these tweets like, damn, right? And so then he says, this is Demi Hardway, "Teaching him to be an entrepreneur as opposed to teaching him some nonsense. What did your father teach you?" And she's like, "Babe, I'm an architect.
Pipe down.
Stop talking to me." And I was like, period. And so then his response to this is what I really wanted to talk about. "A degree can't replace a husband. Don't find out this the hard way, beloved." And so, like, that's part one. So let's talk about this, and then we'll get into, like, because there's more to this thread.
I don't understand. You don't want a bum bitch. You don't want someone who's sitting on the couch, clearly, like he said, collecting government assistance checks, but someone who has a degree and a career is somehow disqualified from a husband.
And says a degree won't get you a husband. Then what? Yeah, it's kind of like, bro.
I will say,
a degree can't replace a husband.
A degree can't. Who says she tried to? Because she has an education
and she's kidless.
I'm sorry, you don't wear condoms. Honestly, I just there's so many different things here that I just don't understand why. So now an educated woman is an unattractive woman. is basically like what's going on. But you don't want to bum. Now, I will say that a hard pill for me to swallow is that the more education you have, it doesn't like bring you up in points like for a man. Like just being educated, period. And honestly, they only really want you to be educated so that means you have shit to lose.
Yeah,
like you.
It is weird how like for a man, the more
positions.
accolades and education and stuff he has, it's a good thing. But
Yeah.
like for a woman, it's a negative, which is very weird.
I don't know if I would say it's a negative, but it makes it hurt. Now I feel like who she's looking at is different. And who she's looking at is different. She's looking at, okay, I have these accolades just like he has these accolades. But who actually wants her is not like...
But I'm saying, so the men with certain accolades won't date women with the same accolades is kind of what I'm saying. It's not like it's an even kill. Like, all right, I've done this. I've done well for myself. Like I am, superior in the dating pool. It doesn't seem like it translates the same way for women as it does in men. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, you're right. It doesn't. Well, we have different dating currency, and I came to realize that.
Yeah, which is very fucking weird. Like, why would you not want to date somebody on your level? But,
Well, I will say that I think if my PhD, it's going to be hard for me to turn that off when I get in front of a man. Honestly.
Why? But they're not supposed to. They don't have to turn it off. So why do we have to turn it on or turn it off? Anyway, I'm saying it's just weird. You feel like women should turn off. Go. I'm gonna let you finish.
All right, because this is going to sound like
No,
you're going to paint this out to be something different.
no.
I feel like since our dating currency is different, and that's like it's just facts. Like I feel like when men want women around to like make them feel like, I guess, like amazing and like $1 million, and men don't want to feel like they're in competition with women, like professionally, like degree wise and all that stuff. So I'm guessing that's where that's coming from. I don't know. I feel like honestly, when I have a supervisor position and I come home, I don't want to have that same attitude like that I have with my workers, with my husband. Mm-hmm. I would want to turn it off because he didn't marry that, or he didn't like. That's not who he's in a relationship with. I would hope he's in one like for me, and I would hope my accolades are my personality, and that's what I hear men say. Like when certain women get like a certain amount of status and clout, like in their degrees, and they're told to pipe down. It's because that became their personality.
Okay, but when a nigga is an entrepreneur, when a nigga does Forex.
Oh, I don't, because I don't talk to them.
But I'm just saying, like, it's their personality. All I'm saying is it just doesn't seem fair.
No.
That's all. I feel like the right person will like you for all your accolades and all that type of stuff. So I'll just live in my Disney fantasy, I guess. But okay, so we've left off on the degree can't buy a husband. Don't find out the hard way. So then she says, I'd rather have a degree. Now go buy your t-shirts and leave me alone. And then he basically said, you rather have a degree than a husband. And he's like, you're going to be a future cat lady.
It doesn't disqualify you.
And she was like, these poor niggas are nuts. And I was like, yeah, they really are.
He's saying
so then, all right,
single as an insult or unmarried as an insult.
Yeah, so I guess as a woman, if you're not married, you're not a real woman. Which... interesting, because niggas don't be going like that.
Niggas don't have to get married.
As I'm saying, marriage is not always an end goal for them. So this is very weird. All right, so it gets worse. So this is the guy. His name is Big Veek, right? And so here's his tweet. This thread is what's wrong with the new age women! Exclamation point. Bitch thinks she better than somebody because she got a good job right now. LOL. Don't know, man. When she said she's an architect.
She stated her occupation.
Don't know, man. Want that? She gonna die alone. 100 moving laughing face. Now, Big Veek, right? Y'all, that's the part that got funny. So then, somebody called, we'll call her Des Smalls. She's like, she quotes, "It's always the most undesirable men. It never fails," which it really is. Like the niggas that be saying, like. Nobody was checking.
Nobody was pulling your car.
And then he said, I could really kill you right now by showing you a picture of my bitch. Oh my God, y'all. I wish I could.
I don't want to be called nobody's bitch.
Hey.
Honestly.
And then, but she's all right. So then I showed my friend Chanel the picture of his bitch.
And it's a Becky.
It's a Becky, but like, the thing is, where are they going in this picture? Like, She kind of looks like she looked like Kirk Cousins.
Shut up.
She got like the handsome Squidward kind of going on, but she's in like this elegant dress, and he got on Vans, and like it's weird.
It's giving mismatched.
Yeah, right. And so like it was so funny because it got better. People found his Instagram because like, and so there's the picture of him.
I will never be on Black Twitter. Black Twitter
I
does
was like,
too much.
FBI is not even better.
Black
So they
Twitter's
found
too
his
much.
Instagram, right? And so on one of his pictures, there's a picture of him by himself. And so the same girlfriend that he's parading and telling black women, like, look at my bad bitch, right? So she comments on the picture, crazy how I'm your girlfriend and this was for my birthday, but of course I can't make it to the post. So this nigga don't even be posting this trophy Becky that he's so proud about in real life. And like they're in her comments saying, your boyfriend, they talking about you on Twitter.
You deserve better.
Yeah, like I don't see how white women like that either, just to be objectified like that. That's what I don't get. But it kind of, and I kind of want to get into this. To me, a lot of these, I know you guys, I don't know if you guys watch Ready to Love, but on this most recent episode, this guy was kind of talking about how he wanted a privacy-free marriage. And there was like one lady said, hey, I don't want to go through your phone. That's not me. If I have a journal, I don't want you to read it. Like there's certain things that should be just for me. Like I'm not going to go through your thing. I don't want you to go through mine. And he felt like she was saying that there was secrecy. And there's a difference between privacy and secrecy. And I think that I wouldn't want to like you should be able to be your own person, have your own thoughts on your own phone. Like I'm not saying like, hey, I need to know your passwords and all that stuff. I feel like there should be a certain level of trust. But basically, saying all this to say, to me, it seems like men, when they look at marriage, they're looking at more of like a possessive thing to control you. It's not like you want to get married to say like, I have this. Like it's more like a property thing than it seems like it comes off as a relationship.
Right.
Which I think like, I don't like that.
I think in a good marriage, it's not like that.
Yeah, no, in a good marriage. But a lot of guys, their arguments and stuff.
I want men, especially black men, to just own you all also have damage. Like we're all damaged goods walking around with baggage. Like
they got a whole bunch.
That is everyone. So I'm guessing he was cheated on right before, and that's why he wants the passwords to everything. That's baggage. That's damaged goods. The same way you say women like, oh well, she's always checking up on me. That's when you should be happy. We're not checking up like stalkerish, but like.
But I think that you should. That is something that you've got to me, this particular person, I don't think he's really ready to love, quote unquote. I'm like, it sounds like you need to take some more time for yourself and be therapy.
If you think that's okay.
Like, I feel like you should be open in your marriage, but like.
Why are you reading my journal?
Why you need all the passwords to like my phone and stuff? Like, I'm not saying I have anything in there, but it's kind of like the whole idea of like, oh, let's put his thumbprint or, face, like that stuff.
That's
to me,
a lot.
I feel like that. And then to me, it kind of is one of those things where it's like a cycle that breeds that, because if you're checking and doing all this, like I'm not cheating, might as well. Like,
right. Since you already think I am.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I think that to me, when I hear men a lot of times, and this, not all men, but just as a whole, when they talk about marriage, it's more like in a possessive sense than in like a, relationship, happiness, and all that stuff. Like, it's something they want. Like, I want to have a house. I want this, but it's not like something that they are the same way that women talk about it.
I think that women talk about marriage in a different way because we're viewed as less than if we don't get to that goal.
No,
and
it is real.
On the other hand, it's like, yeah, I could do it. I could not.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm still good.
Yeah.
Like it's not a huge thing. I don't think the biological clock ticks for them like it does for us because we're told the older we get. But it's different though, because we're told the older we get, the harder it is. The older they get, they have more options.
Yes. I mean,
I think there are men out here that really think that, yeah, I'm old, but I got a whole bunch of monies and that.
But like, I feel like men also have a
out.
biological clock. You be seeing people who have old parents. You could tell that was not some new sperm. Man, they've been in there for a while. Some season. That thing is damn near ripe.
Seasoned sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What are your views like on marriage in general? Is it something that you want? Is it something that, and not the wedding, because I know you got a whole plan for the wedding. But
of course, I definitely would want a marriage. I do think that I'm kind of in this point to where it's kind of same thing with dating. There's a lot of work that I feel like will need to be done beforehand before I'm ready. And like I need a very specific person. Like I need a me person, somebody that fits my puzzle piece. And so I feel like sometimes it thinks of looking like a needle in a haystack, but I definitely would want to get married. But I realize that there's certain things about me that I'm just like, I really don't want to go through your phone. That's not the type of relationship I want to have.
No, if I ask you for it, I hope you don't fight me. But.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want you to like bust down the door if I like go change the music on your phone. Like that's an issue. And I think that there's a big difference between, like I said, privacy and like secrecy.
Right.
So you definitely would want to be with a person that understands that. But I feel like I see a lot of people, I don't want to lose myself in a relationship. And I realize there's certain things that when I look at relationships in my family and stuff that have worked and haven't worked, I realize that I definitely would want somebody that's definitely more along the same lines of me, ideology, thought-wise, you know, we like the same things than opposite. I know they say opposite attracts, but, you know, similarities stay. Like, if I like to do certain things and you don't like to do it, we're always going to be essentially in contention. And I think I just definitely want somebody with similar views for me and that understands me in the sense of I want you to be your own person. I want to be my own person. I want us to be able to come together and that'd be great. But you're a great individual. I'm a great individual.
Right. I agree. Definitely. I think I kind of like opposites when it comes to relationships. But I get what you're saying. Similarities like stay longer. I think I'm a very type A person. Like I try to be, or I like things to go in a certain way. I try to be organized, even if it's chaotic organization. So people who are super spontaneous, like really excite me.
I mean, it's good for a little bit, but like long haul.
Stark opposites, no. I get that. But someone who adds something to you that you don't have.
I mean, I get that. I've just seen like differences in relationships and like it does not bode well. Like you're the things that this is exciting, you know, we're different in opinions, but after a while we're arguing now. Like you're steadfast in your opinion and I'm steadfast, so nothing gets resolved. We don't move forward. We're different. We have different ideas of what's okay and what's not. I think that I would definitely want to be more homogeneous in my relationship.
Okay. Well, speaking of someone who definitely like loses herself in relationships,
You talking about me? I was
no, definitely
girl,
not you.
not at all.
She be doing whatever.
I don't be really out.
Okay, I'm definitely not that way. I definitely tend to, if I like someone, I definitely tend to like fall fast and start to try to rearrange like my time for that person.
And you should do that. I'm not saying don't do that. I just feel like I wouldn't want you to change because I don't want to change. And I think I'm just realizing the next relationship, I want to be whole and I want the person to be whole too. Yeah. So that it's only benefits. Because I feel like when that's not there, it's just unequally yoked and then somebody's giving so much. And if they don't have enough to replenish themselves, then they're lacking as well.
That's true.
So
that's very true. I feel like the men who say all these things on like Twitter usually don't have anyone. So it's like
it's so ironic.
So does the degree not replace a wife?
I don't know. I think it's kind of you brought it up. When we were talking earlier, it's like being a woman with a degree is bad, but being a woman that sits at home is also bad. Like using your body, bad. Not using your body, bad.
It's like where's the in between? Like
what do y'all really want?
Where would you?
What do y'all want? Maybe we'll call that this episode. What do y'all want? Because I don't get it. It seems like y'all don't make no sense. Like I'm trying to follow. Like what is it? If I get a degree and I don't have a husband, I'm less than. If I don't get a degree and I have a husband, I'm less than. If I don't have any of those, I'm less than. If I wait,
you know what I've also noticed is that men are a lot more likely to shell out money for women who sit on the couch.
That's the tea for real. Like,
so if you see a woman who has, you know, she has a degree, she's like, you assume, she can pay for her own food. I don't need to take her out. Like, it's like, why? Why would that be the case? Like, you're more likely to shell out money for someone.
I feel like also guys be capping on the internet, talking about things that they wouldn't do or don't do, and like
I also think so.
Crying on your phone, you know. But
proof they don't take the HR messages well. They want to know why and want to keep talking further.
Yeah, so I think that is definitely true. But, that's just our little tidbit. This is, I don't know what we're going to call this episode. This is a cute, sweet, to the point. This is our attempt at social commentary. Let us know if you liked it.
Yeah, we're gonna get better. I think we may need something a little stronger than that. The Twitter. It was strong, but we may need to add like more to the conversation.
Really? We 45 minutes in. I thought it was good.
15 of that was off about the trip.
Well, it was an update. Still, y'all like us. Y'all like what we gotta say. Y'all gonna take this episode, and y'all gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna come back.
Who are we blocking?
Okay, so we're blocking Big Veek because he's also nothing wrong with being big, but like, I can't have a big nigga tell me what he's not eating or doing. Like, I just
his titties look like they about to rival.
Right, like his boobs are bigger than his girlfriend's, which each is their own, but like just for you to like to talk about, and especially he's talking like women in this nowadays, you don't even treat your girlfriend right. So like you got on the big internet trying to flex on people, and you're not even doing it right. People who live in glass house shouldn't throw stones. So men who think that marriage, they want to be married just to have control over women, I want to block those men. As well as the guy that is like, if you have a degree and you're gonna be lonely, like. So, even if I don't get married and I'm happy, I have trips, I have memories, I have other things that make me.
But these are the same men who call women stupid, who stay in abusive relationships or stay in relationships where they're not getting treated right.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like you're calling this woman stupid, but that woman may not have any options. Why? Because she doesn't have a degree, or she didn't have anything else.
And those situations, definitely, I feel like people are very judgy. And it's like you really don't know until you're in there, and even then it's kind of like you really don't know. But it's I kind of lost my train of thought, but basically like men who have these standards, or like it's so weird how being single as a woman, you're defective.
It's an insult.
But like it's not like men are like knocking down your door. Like it literally makes, like, if you don't have standards, that's an issue. But if you have standards, that is also an issue. They just want you to have standards, but not for them.
Yeah. Also, like, you wanting women to stick to these realistic standards, like, for what type of men that, she should be able to get. Okay, cool.
She's right. You really, all the assets you got is a fucking Apple Watch. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, my thing about that first comment was, like, you don't want to take your last mate. Yo, niggas will literally have three babies by one woman and not propose to her. Mm-hmm. So what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? So she's good enough to have your babies, but she's not good enough to have your last name. So and the assets,
and even like
property,
last,
please.
Like period.
Like don't even bring up the word asset. Shouldn't leave your mouth until you have a property.
A few of them,
please.
That was like for real. So.
Yes. We are blocking men who tell black women to pipe down just because you see sisters out here doing her thing. Oh, but what I meant about the realistic standards is that, like, y'all don't have realistic standards. Like, y'all always talk about, the baddest bitch. Look at the type of girls I get. You do understand that those women that you're trying to get, like, the same thing with
they don't come cheap.
Exactly, they don't come cheap. So you can't throw them just anything. And along those lines, we are blocking men who put in bare minimum effort into women and expect the world. Men put an effort to women that they like. If he doesn't like you, he's not going to put an effort. But men, like, who think you're worth it will. Like, I'm so tired of men trying to tell women, like, oh, no, your standards are too high. You're asking for too much. She has to be taken out.
Honestly.
That's not even, like...
That's really true. Like,
and maybe, like, oh, well, I'm not spending $200 on someone who I'm not going to...
Well, then you don't have to.
Exactly.
It's not for person for you. Then date. And I think that it's another thing I've seen. Like, to me, men also like to... humble women. And it's very weird because it's like you could find a woman who's fine with what you want and she's where you're at, but instead you want to take somebody and essentially quote unquote humble them. Like, oh, like, I'm like, that's the part that I don't get. Like, leave her. If that's not something you want, if she's laid out her standards and you know what they are and you don't meet them and you don't want to meet them, I feel like you should leave them alone instead of trying to like have her lower her shit or do like humble her.
At the end of the day, those are her standards.
and let her like
And
leave.
if you
leave
don't agree, they weren't
Brittany
for you.
alone. Leave us alone. Leave women alone. Like if she's honest with her standards and she's upfront, and y'all don't like. There are other fish in the sea. There's plenty of women that are fine with what you want. There's a whole bunch of them, boatloads.
Just talk to them. Just
Yes.
date them. It's
Date
not
who
that
you
hard.
want, who has the same standards as you. Right? I don't get that.
I feel like they think that the women who have those low standards, I don't know if they think they're less attractive. I don't know what they think.
I don't know, because it's like there's a whole bunch of pick me women and all.
But even women, I wouldn't even venture to say like just pick me women. Women who are just like, hey, this is just where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
going through this period in my life where I'm okay with this.
Yes.
Are you okay with this?
No, I'm saying
Cool.
it's weird how like
Communicate.
they don't want women who are where they at. They want to break a woman down, and I don't like that. Why y'all like that? We need to have this man on this episode. We done messed up. We supposed to do a whole bunch of things. We gonna get it together.
Next episodes, next season when we come back, season
We're
3,
gonna
have more guests.
Yes, we'll be getting it together. But until then, we'll see you soon. And hopefully we'll have some, I'll be real fine and we'll have some cute pictures. Maybe we might even post a little group pic on the gram or something. We might even vlog the trip.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I think that. All right, world.
All right.
We out.
Bye.